yes, this may or may not really be a spoiler. It kind of is, but the game's been out for about almost 4 years, I think. It's a very special suit he gets at the end of the game. And it looks so sick. It's, again, it follows a lot of the similar stylings to, his advanced suit. But it's, obviously a lot more white, with, some of the black inside of the, some of the other areas. I don't know, I just really like how this design looks. Hold up, don't know what I was doing there, y'all. Okay, there we go. Now we got it, but no. The Zeus design, it's so clean, It really is almost just like a recolor, but it looks so nice. It looks so slick too. And the texturing on it, which is definitely, kind of, obviously symbiote inspired. I don't know, I just really like how it looks. It's a very interesting way to give Peter the, nope, couldn't do it in time, to give Peter, dear God, I really thought I had enough time to do a trick in the air there, to give Peter, what do you call it, the Anti-Venom Suit, because in the comics, technically speaking, in the comics, this suit isn't usually worn by Peter. It's usually actually just an alter. Well, it's a complicated history. It's usually worn by, Venom. Technically, it's literally called Anti-Venom. And the exact reasoning is kind of complex. It involves Mr. Negative, which technically, funnily enough, this also does. But again, different story. But I don't know, the design, I don't know, I just really love how this suit looks. It is slick, and it gets a few extra abilities and powers to go along with it. He still has all of his original Venom suit, black suit Venom abilities. How do we get back to the Empire State Building? Let's go ahead and head in a different direction. But he still has all of his original black suit symbiote miss my web sling. What was that? Oh, it looked like someone got beat up. Oh, hey, Miles. What's up, man? Long time no see. Boop. Team up move. Boop. Anyways, let me show off the last one. The Anti-Venom Tempest. The big, basically a big air launch ability that also is kind of like an AoE attack. Launches a bunch of enemies in the air and just like it goes off. I don't even know how to really explain it. It just like does a massive AoE always love how you can see planes just like flying above, over the city. I don't know. I've always loved that detail. They included it, back in the very, very first Spider-Man game, kept it in Miles Morales and in Spider-Man 2. And I don't know. It's a small detail, but it really does fill out the sky, and it's very realistic because it's a big city. It's New York, so of course you're going to see planes flying above. I have no idea where New York's airport is. I'm pretty sure it's JFK Airport. I just don't know where in New York it actually is, but maybe it's pretty close or in the general vicinity of the city. Though, to be honest, like, you're swinging through most of the city, so like you're probably going to end up seeing a plane at some point. It's not like it's a very small part of the city that planes just so happen to be passing. It's the entire city you're swinging through, so you're bound to just come across random planes every now and then. That's kind of just how it is. If it's a small area, maybe that could be more unrealistic unless they're near an airport. Though, to be honest, funny story on that. Alright, hold on, let's deal with these symbiotes first. Always good idea to web shot the green ones. Why? I don't know, they're just really fast, and like, punching them is almost a waste of time because you can't take them out with punches very easily. But you can take them out quite easily, literally with like 1 or 2 web shots. So I don't know exactly why that works, but it does work. Hold up, let me use some of my gadgets. I've been ignoring my gadgets in favor of my abilities the last few Spider-Man 2 videos, so yoop. Is that it? There's definitely somebody else. Hey man, what's up? There we go. Boop and shaboop. Nice. Oh, now we gotta get the people out of the bus. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I swear I felt an explosion go off. I keep forgetting the shock. Not the shock. The sound wave canisters. Oh my god, what are they called? Those things I just shot out. I don't know why I'm completely blanking on the name, y'all. What? Those things detonate. They detonate essentially, which is really useful against symbiotes, but it is kind of random sometimes. So you'll be like, hey, let me do what I was doing, and you hear an explosion go off. Like, what was that? Oh, it was just the gadget I just threw out. Whoop. No, but I mean, like, it is kind of funny because, like, you might not even be living close to an airport sometimes, though, and you will just hear planes passing above. Alright, so, like, a lot of ASM artists kind of know what I'm talking about because it happens an unnecessary amount of times. And I don't think there's a random commonality between, like, people who live near airports just deciding to be ASM artists. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just airplanes having the worst timing known to man. Because there's always an airplane passing above my house at generally the same time. In fact, it might be passing relatively soon to when I'm recording this video, so I may have to like do a jump. Y'all probably won't see the jump cut, but I don't know. There's always a plane passing by, and it's always at the one. I don't live anywhere near an airport. I know where the main airports are near my house. They're nowhere near my house. They're like, the closest airport is like almost an hour away. So I don't know why that plane loves to pass over, this particular area. It's following a schedule. It's definitely following a schedule. I will give it that. It follows a schedule to a T. But still, like, I don't know why it's passing so close. Like, I should not be able to hear that plane knowing where the airport is and knowing, I don't know its exact path, but even then, I don't feel like it should be that low to the ground. But there's probably an actual reason as to why it does pass that low. I'm assuming there's an actual reason definitely cinematic. Um, what is it? And like, there's a special ability. I don't know what it was called again. I cannot remember. Spider something. Not spider vision, but like, it was a special move that lets you slow down time like this, and you can position and choose exactly where you want to swing next, and you'll do like a really crazy parkour move to get to that direction. I forgot what it was exactly called, but it was a really, really cool mechanic. What's up? What's up? Are y'all chasing these people? You're chasing these people. Well, that person not really scared anymore. They're just standing in the middle of the road. You know, you should probably run, lady. You should probably get out of here. It's not. Oh, you got mauled. Yeah, I wonder why though. I mean, like, that some of this is kind of just your fault. Like, I feel like you should have kept running while I deal with these guys. That's just self-preservation at that point. Like, come on. Alright, hold on. I can't beat him up. I can now though. Let me hop back out. Let me hop back out. Up, down. Yeah, I was trying to think if I have any cool moves to use there, but no, I'm gonna just use this, and then, boop. Alright, web you to that wall. Did the lady leave? I'm hoping the lady left, to be honest. She's not here. Oh, she's over here, though. You can probably get out of here, to be honest. You don't need to be here. You should probably just run in case any more symbiotes show up. I mean, truthfully, they should not, but, you know, you never know. But no, that game, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 game, oh my god, it's so much fun, and the way the web swinging works. Now, truthfully, he really is just like swinging in the air. Like, I don't know where the webs are attaching. They're not attaching to anything. They're just going up into the air. There's always the joke in all the Spider-Man games where the webs are attaching to nothing. That they're attaching to Uncle Ben up in the air, and he's just helping Peter swing, which I mean is kind of nice when you think about it, but also like, yeah, that's not why. Mind you, I don't really super mind. Like, it's awesome, and I love that the webs attach to stuff properly in this game. But like, I can live if they don't. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. There's another game I'll mention in a second that does that really well, though. Alright, hold on. There's a big fight going on between the symbiotes and the hunters. Let's see, who do I want to deal with first? It seems like the hunters want to bother me first. Ow. Symbiotes are doing a good job of trying to kill me, though. Yeet. In the air. Down you go. Back. No, this guy. There we go. Boop. This is a pretty good strategy for what it's worth. Can't keep doing this, but I almost feel like I can. Boom, boom. Let me knock this. Alright, I should have probably not used my special on that guy because I am going to need some of those bars to up my health. Bro, I'm getting nailed by this. Yo, relax. Alright, first, take the turret. Boom, explosion. I'm gonna need health. I'm gonna need so much health. Really regretting not. I'm just firing off of my gadgets. Luckily, I've got this. Whoa. Luckily, whoop. Alright, you know what? I'll pause what I was gonna say. Heal. Thank Christ I can heal. I was really about to die, y'all. Tempest. Boom. Does a lot of damage for what it's worth. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, bonus gadget shot. Here, take this. Sound wave. There we go. It's not called sound wave. What is it called? Give me 1 second, y'all. That's the wrong button. Let's check together. What is it called? Sonic burst. Okay, I was not gonna get that, to be honest. Sound wave isn't the best name either. I mean, it's a great name for a Transformers, but not for an ability. Well, depends on the ability. Actually, it is a pretty good name for some abilities, but was not gonna get Sonic burst. Was not gonna get that. But no, getting back to what I was saying, there's another game, coincidentally, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, also a pretty fun game, and the way they do swinging in that game, it's so cool. Like, it's crazy unique for what it's like. It doesn't control crazy, it's not, it doesn't control amazing, but like, does it control badly? Not really. It's very interesting. That game the same exact slingshot move you can do in this game, they give you in that game as well, which is really fun. But it's, I don't know, it's a really interesting way to do web swinging, and they never did it again like that, because in this game it attaches to buildings, but you don't have to actively think about it. Spider-Man will just do it. But honestly, I really liked, those different ways they did the web swinging as well. I think also I have a way to record PS3 footage. So if anybody's interested, maybe at some point in the future we might do a few random Spider-Man videos in the TASM 1 and 2 video games. That could be really fun. Though I don't think they have random crimes, or maybe they do. The second game has a very interesting system. I'll get into some other video, but the first game doesn't. It's just swinging. But even then, still really fun game. Just to vibe out and swinging. Anyways, though, let's go beat up maybe this last set of criminals, and I think we'll call it a quits. All right. They don't see me just yet. Can I? Nope. I was gonna try to stealth this dude. Was not gonna work. Was not gonna work. Was not going to work. Shaboop. Take this ricochet web. That's such a fun move. I really like that, honestly. Ha. Boop. And bang. Alright, and you go right. Okay. Forget it. I was gonna... See, I took too long to decide which direction I wanted to fling him in. So I just ended up just swinging them around instead of like, eating them left or right. Oh, that's not it. Alright, you go to the right. Oh my god. More to the right. There you go. Because I know they have webs attached to them. So I'm like, if I can just make them hit something, they will get stuck to the building. But they weren't landing. Alright. I think that's it. Let's find our way back to the Empire State Building, and I think we'll call it a quits from there. But yeah, no, maybe in the future I might, do some Spider-Man videos in those older Spider-Man games. I've got Web of Shadows as well, and I can say a lot about Web of Shadows because I've played that game God knows how many times now. I 100% of that game. Not 100% it. I've played through to at least the ending like 7 or 8 times. I don't know. I used to play that game like crazy as a child. Actually, that was one of my earlier games. And I didn't have as many games back then, so I just kept replaying that game, but that game was fantastic. A lot of really interesting stuff in that game. But it's a really good game. It's a really good game. Maybe someday we might, play it on the channel as well. A full Let's Play, who's to say, but